it's facing me, the flashy one.
Shina, what are we doing today?
We got new lights.
That's perfect. Shannon actually sold her lights, that's why our bumper is off. If you guys watched the previous video, guys would have noticed that the car was standing in the background without the front end, meaning without the bumper and lights. We got a new set of headlights, and big shout out to STM aka Kurt Wong for hooking us up with a set of TYC old spec headlights. If you guys need any wall parts for your vehicle, it does supply a variety of parts for a variety of different model cars. Hit him up. I'll leave his Instagram on the screen as well as his number in the description down below. Hit him up. He'll definitely sort you out with the best of the best quality of parts. And well, he can deliver to your doorstep as well at the additional cost. So you can literally just chill at home, give him a phone call, pay an additional amount, and get the parts shipped to your doorstep. But let's get this video straight and going with some new headlights, because these headlights are going to be looking fresh, and I think you can start by unboxing these headlights. And Shana, what do we have here, man? What do we have here? The dynamo bulbs. We're going to be installing the dynamo bulbs because it actually has a purplish reflection. So you guys know Shana has like a purple accent on her car. So we'll be going with the purple dynamo bulbs, sponsored by Mr. Lee. If you guys would like to get some Honda accessories or any car accessories, actually like LEDs and well, lip spoilers, headlights, well, spotlights, head over to Mr. Lee. He can hook you up with multiple accessories, but I'll leave it on the screen. Head over to his Facebook page. His number will be in the description down below. Get yourself hooked up. Oh shiz, man. Oh shiz. Fresh glasses. Fresh glasses. Nee, één ding. Put it in, let me see. Let me see. Woohoo! She look fresh. Oh, it really makes a big difference buying brand new headlights. Shannon is now arm moment. She's very poor.
Still January.
She's baie arm.
Still January. Let's get it.
Alright, I'll get you guys on the time lapse and we'll start by slowly installing the headlights. This is the next morning, and well, previously I haven't really explained what I actually did, and I know you guys are kind of bored out with this specific content, but this is just like the modification route we're going with Shannon's car. But we installed a bottle intake on Shannon's D15, well, car, engine, whatever term you would like to be called. But I actually went a little bit extra with her car. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of insight on that shortly, but we wanted to do this intake because we actually had this intake for quite some time. You guys have been commenting, yeah, why don't you just keep fresh intake for Shannon's car? But way before that, I actually had this intake laying here for her car, and we were just waiting for the perfect time to fit it, which is obviously in today's video. But I'm gonna give you guys a rundown what I actually did just after installing the fresh TYC headlights in this car. So starting off with the front end, so we bought the headlights by T.2. So if you guys need new headlights, these are TYC branded headlights. You do get the depots are a little bit scarcer than the TYC, but it's possible to get them at, I think, at a higher price. But the TYC, it's perfectly fine with me. I see actually the rhyme scheme right there. We got the diamond bulbs from Mr. Lee's Automotive Hub. If you guys need it, I'll link his number description down below as well. And then moving to the front panel of the car, all this good looking hardware right here. So it's small stuff that we changed, and like this bracket right here, I just like sanded down because it was quite rusted before. We just got well, nice looking hardware all around in the engine bay. And well, I got that actually from Fred's car. These bolts were literally just laying around here, so I actually installed them because Shannon's ones were like, well, it lost like a lot of color, like you guys can see. Woo! That bulb looks very, very amazing, and I know Shannon actually likes or actually loves this color. So we got that sorted right here. Well, let me just put my phone on silent here real quick because woo, this phone can become very, very irritating. So in this department right here, I actually changed a few things. So I used the bottle intake fuel rail. This is the fuel rail that came with the bottle intake. It has 3 mounting points. The 150i fuel rail actually has 2 mounting points. So I used the, well, technically the 160i fuel rail. This is Shannon's injectors, the 150i injectors. Obviously this is the car's original lumen right here. I used the fuel regulator that was given with me because it was still working perfectly fine. I had to actually add some fuel pipings, well, basic stuff. The accelerator cable is obviously of this car as well. I used some nice hardware as well, as you guys can see. Woo. Hardware is looking spot on. The throttle body I actually used from Shannon's car because obviously we knew the settings were perfectly in on there. And well, the only thing I had to change on the throttle body was the butterfly. So the butterfly's positioning is a little bit different, and this butterfly is actually a perfect example to explain to you guys how it actually looks like. So with the 150i you connected here and it runs that way around, but with the 160i you connected here and it runs this way around. So this is actually a two-way butterfly right here. You can use it well, from different angles. So make example, if I had a bracket that was standing here and the accelerator cable came from this side, it could have been pulled like this, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Like, there are different ways to like figure it out, but on this specific throttle body at this angle you can only use it this specific way. So there are multiple ways for people actually use it, but in my case I prefer to use like this because it looks very, very OEM. As you guys can see, it runs all the way there, and I still have all the mounting points that are there for the cable to run in there through. The previous time it actually came through here, connected here, and ran with a bracket that was mounted on here, and it ran to the throttle body, which was like, looked like a carburetor looking throttle body right there. So we got that sorted. We got the induction in with a nice new K&N filter. This is actually the induction kit I actually had on well, Fred's previous car. The time I actually owned it, so I just removed from the car that time, and I obviously just kept it for Shannon's car or for a future build. I wanted to use it on this car, but obviously this car's engine bay needs to look spanky, and it still looks on point. One thing I really want to change on this car might just be like the branch, like the look of it, and maybe some, well, hardware here and there. But in this engine we're not gonna go really like that intense. But this is what I want to find out by you guys. So I want you to install this strut brace, but I'm not entirely sure if I should or should not, because once you drill the holes are already there. The strut brace is actually the wrong way around, but just to give you guys like a look, like it needs to be like tilted like 180 degrees so that this part can actually be right here. But I just wanted to give you guys a look on how it's gonna look like. So I'm not entirely sure if I should leave it off or should mount it to the car, because once it's mounted the holes are really drilled and there's no going back unless you obviously spray the engine bay or the strut towers and close the holes. But this way right here I can give you guys a brief like look on how it's gonna look if I actually mount it. So I'm gonna leave the decision to all of you guys out there. Do you guys think I should actually mount the strut brace on the Shannon's car or not? Because this is actually my VTEC strut brace, which I won't be using again, because I'm obviously, for example, gonna either run a flush look or I'm either gonna buy another aftermarket strut brace for my car, just to make the engine bay look a little bit different. So those are the options we have. So comment down below if I should mount it or not. I didn't really want to go into detail with today's video with all this because you guys do get kind of fed up. but I think I should just like show you guys that there has been progress made on Sheena's car, specifically modification wise. So if you guys don't see in a future video, whoa, what's going on? There's nothing going on. So now you guys know exactly what's going on with Sheena's car. And Sheena's kind of upset because I actually installed the intake without her being here, but well, it's on. And it actually has a slight port as well. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, don't forget to smash a like on this video if you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to drop a subscription to my YouTube channel because, well, it's more like a $100 at the current time. But if I do get enough recommendations, inscription down below for a future build, definitely comment down below what future build you guys would like to see once all these cars has been completed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.